what's up? This is Blaze the Movie Fan, and it's time for another episode review. This time I will be reviewing the Pokémon episode Cameron's Secret Weapon. Now, as usual, I will be getting into great details about this episode, the spoilers and all. So if you haven't seen the episode yet and don't want it spoiled for you, don't watch this video. However, if you have seen the episode or simply don't care about spoilers, then keep on watching. You have been warned. Most of this episode is a battle between Ash and Cameron. In fact, this entire episode is about that. And of course I will be talking about that particular battle in this video. But before I begin talking about the battle, there are two things that I want to mention first. The first thing I want to talk about before I begin talking about the battle is, let's look at Ash's team as of that episode. Ash had 10 Pokémon when he entered the league, and only 3 of them are fully evolved Pokémon. That's 30%, and that is fucking pathetic. In my opinion, it should be a rule in the Pokémon League that you can only enter if most of your Pokémon are fully evolved. I mean, seriously, Ash's Pikachu should be a Raichu by now. His Scraggy should be a Scrafty. His Palpitoad should be a Samsitoad. His Big Knight should be an Ember, and so on and so on. Only having 30% of his Pokémon fully evolved just goes to show how bad of a trainer Ash is. The next thing that I want to talk about before I start talking about the battle is my overall opinion on Cameron. Now, I think he's a fucking awesome character. He does get some basic trainer stuff wrong, like not knowing how many badges are required to enter the Pokémon League, and the fact that he didn't know that this was a 6-on-6 battle. But can you really deny the fact that Cameron is a fucking awesome trainer? No, you can't, because Cameron truly is a fucking awesome trainer, and for the most part he knows what he's doing in battles. Now that I'm done talking about what I wanted to talk about before starting talking about the battle, it's time to start talking about the battle between Ash and Cameron. Cameron begins the battle by sending out Hydreigon. And you know what? Cameron's Hydreigon is fucking awesome. And you know what that also proves? It proves that Cameron is truly a fucking awesome trainer, since he managed to capture such a powerful Pokémon. And I'm sure that Cameron caught that Hydreigon while it was an Hydreigon. It wouldn't surprise me at all, seeing as Cameron is an awesome trainer. And Ash sends out his Boulder, which should be a Gigalith by now, though I will give Ash's Boulder a credit for one thing. At least Boulder is better than the rest of Ash's unevolved Pokémon. But that Boulder is still not very impressive. Cameron's Hydreigon is fucking awesome, and I really loved seeing Cameron's Hydreigon beat the shit out of that Boulder. And when Ash's Boulder got knocked out, I was so happy because I got to see so many of Cameron's Hydreigon's powerful moves. And next, Ash sends out his Oshawott. And the fact that Ash has a fucking Oshawott makes me want to facepalm so much. Why would you have a fucking Oshawott in the Pokémon League? It makes absolutely no sense. Oshawott is a very weak Pokémon. And why isn't Ash's Oshawott evolved by now? Oshawott should be a Samurott by now. I know exactly why Ash's Oshawott hasn't evolved yet. Because Ash Ketchum is a fucking idiot. I will admit that Ash's Oshawott does know some good moves, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a fucking weak Pokémon that shouldn't be in the league to begin with. Oh my god, Ash's incompetence is just so huge. In fact, It hurts my brain just to think about it. By no surprise, Cameron's Hydreigon manages to defeat that weak piece of shit Oshawott easily. I just can't believe us would use such a weak Pokemon. I just can't believe it. But the next Pokemon Ash sends out is his Pignite. And am I impressed by the fact that Ash's Pignite managed to knock down that Hydreigon? Not at all, because Ash's Pignite was at an obvious advantage. Hydreigon is a dark type, while Ash's Pignite is a fighting type. His advantage is so fucking obvious. But next, Cameron sends out his Ferrothorn. And I just gotta ask why. Why would he send out a Pokemon that is weak against the opponent? The fact that Cameron made such a bad decision does not make him a bad trainer, because he only made one mistake during this entire battle, while Ash made plenty. So Cameron's one bad choice is excusable. And by no surprise, Pignite manages to defeat that Ferrothorn easily. The next Pokemon Cameron sends out is Samurott. Now, any good trainer would switch his Pokemon by now, since the Pokemon is clearly at a disadvantage. But no, Ash does not switch out his Pignite, which yet again proves how bad of a trainer Ash is. I mean, come on, Ash clearly has a Pokemon who is strong about Samurott. He clearly should have sent out a Pokemon that could beat it. But no. The reason why Ash relied on his Pignite is because Ash relies a lot on luck in order to win. And that is a pathetic attitude to have, especially if you're a Pokemon trainer. But Ash sends out his Pikachu, which should be Raichu by now. Yes, Raichu is ugly, but that doesn't change the fact that Ash should have either evolved his Pikachu or get rid of it. But anyway, back to the battle. Ash's Pikachu manages to defeat Cameron's Samurott. Again, I'm not impressed, since this was an obvious advantage. I will say before I forget that I still think that Cameron's Samurott is fucking awesome. And Cameron's Swanna is fucking awesome as well. Of course, as his Pikachu manages to defeat it easily, again, obvious advantage. Just because as his Pikachu manages to defeat two of Cameron's Pokemon easily does not make it a good Pokemon. But the next Pokemon Cameron sends out is his Riolu. And finally, I got to see his Riolu in action. Ash sends out his Unfezant, which I gotta say, that is probably the best decision Ash has made during this entire battle. He sent out a fully evolved Pokemon who is also at an advantage against the opponent. I will give Ash a props for that. But of course, Cameron's Riolu is fucking awesome and manages to defeat that Unfezant. That is fucking fantastic! Cameron proves yet again how much of an awesome trainer he truly is. The next Pokemon Ash sends out is his Snivy. And oh my god, I feel like face palming again. Why would he send out a fucking weak Pokemon like Snivy? That's as bad as sending out an Oshawott. I mean really, it's pathetic. Ash chose to use two of his weakest Pokemon in this battle, them being Oshawott and Snivy. I still can't get over how fucking stupid that is. I mean really, are you fucking serious? Oh my god, I could rant about this all day. But I think it's better if I get back into talking about the battle. Cameron's Riolu evolves into a Lucario, which again proves how awesome of a trainer Cameron truly is. And that's where the episode ends. Yep, it ends in the middle of a battle. I will not tell you how the battle ends, since this is a review of the episode Cameron's Secret Weapon, and the battle ended in the next episode. Now it's time for my overall thoughts. This battle is fucking awesome. It isn't as awesome as the battles between Paul and Ace, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And since Ace is a bad protagonist, I was not rooting for him at all. In fact, I was rooting for Cameron because Cameron is fucking awesome, unlike Ace. So I'm going to give this episode 1 thumb up because it was absolutely fantastic to see Cameron's Pokémon in action. The same thing can unfortunately not be said about Ash's pathetic Pokémon. Well guys, that's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching and have a great day.